Hey tankers, welcome to another episode of Ace of Aces. Today, in your Sunday best, episode 24, I've got 3 fun videos coming at you. We're going to bring in a video from Sam, Coach Mike, and a surprise video from andHOHTRE. We haven't seen a video from him in a while, but he pulls out a really nice ace in the T95 Heritage, the British Tier 8 heavy tank, and we're going to watch all these videos and have a good time. Anyways, guys, I appreciate all the videos that you sent in for the LOL video. We had a great LOL video. I think a lot of people have watched it and had fun watching it. We'll have to do that again really soon. You guys are already sending in videos again. Anyways, guys, let's get into the first video, the T3485 victory. So anyways, as Sam gets set up here, we're going to talk about the T3485. So the T3485 is obviously a real tank. In World War II, is the most produced tank of any tank in World War II. Pretty much, I think, in any tank in history, more than 80,000 models were made. Surprisingly enough, the information I found, that even as of 2010, there was as many as 10 models still in active service somewhere around the world. Also one of the most exported military vehicles in the world. In World War II, this started with the T-34. They upgraded in 1944 to the T-30 to the 85 millimeter gun, thus changing the name to the T-3485. The T-34 was, as well as being the most produced tank in the world, it's also the most killed tank in the world. Over 44,900 tanks of this type were destroyed by the Germans in World War II. Amazing. Anyways, guys, let's get into this video. So we see that Sam is here on Vineyards. He is chasing down that ISU 130, I think that is. He's doing a great job here. He's putting himself in positions. He's not taking a whole lot of damage. He's not exposing himself. He didn't chase that tank. He's capping a base. His second base he's capping. He's doing a good job of putting himself in the right position, not exposing himself, taking too much damage, or making mistakes. Here he's going to put some really good shots into a really dangerous tank, the Tier 7 Annihilator. That's not something he wants to take a shot for, because that would damn near finish him with one clip. It wouldn't finish him, but it would be pretty damn close, and it would really change his game for Sam. But he's doing a great job keeping himself on the hill, out of view, and just putting in shots when he can. And the Annihilator is annoyed, but what are you going to do? He can't do nothing. He's just running away. He doesn't have a target. So Sam is doing a really good job of just continuously put damage out. Obviously, the Annihilator is the last tank. He's decided to focus Sam right now, and too late. He's dead, and Sam picks up a really nice quick ace here in the T-3485. He puts out 2,200 damage. He makes over 60,000 credits, and he earns over 1,400 experience points with those 2 bases capped. Gets 3 kills. Guys, that was just a great game. Sam, congrats. Really enjoyed watching it. As always, nice game. Our next game, this is coming from Coach Mike, and this is his 4th game in the Object 907, which he pulled from a chest last week. Okay, well, this Object 907 he pulled from a mystery crate last weekend. That's why we're calling him Mr. Lucky these days. He pulls tanks out of his ass every chance he gets. Just amazing. Anyways, not going to go into the Object 907 a whole lot. Kind of like I said on the last video, this tank by Coach Mike is for his 2nd ace. Like I said, this is his first ace. The 907 was a design project in the mid 50s, competing against the design of the T-54. The design here kind of went, it was a better design than the T-54, had more armor, better everything. But the T-54 and was already had already gotten to production, was farther ahead, and they went ahead and went with this. But even the turret on this was better. They put a T10 turret on it. I don't know if that's the exact tank turret they have on this Wargaming video copy, but in real life, the two prototypes they had were a lot better than the T-54, and it's just that the fact the T-54 project was a lot farther ahead in design and implementation, and that's why it went into production. Anyways, Coach Mike here is on Yamato Harbor, and he has already put out 900 damage and 1 kill. He's putting shots into that bush there to look for that Waffen tractor. Some pretty good heads-up play. Make sure you take account of where people are. That's going to keeping elite alert is going to keep you alive, and Mike is doing a good job of that. He's using that great mobility of this 907 to get around the map, and he's just looking for targets. He's spotted the Tier 10 bat shot. Now he knows that Waffen waffle tractor was back there. There we see the waffle tractor is going down. So Mike knows at this point that it's him and another tank on the bat chat, and it means that Mike can probably rush in there and dominate this bat chat. And here he's going to go. He's taking advantage of my advice. Just kidding. And he's got a bat shot from behind. Unfortunately, ricochets that first shot, but the bat chat knows he's got to get the hell out of Dodge because now he's got multiple tanks around him, and he is screwed. And there Mike puts in a finishing shot, picks up his second kill in the game, and now he's going to be rolling right ahead, using his momentum to try and get into town and start getting some assisting shots out there. Has to be careful with that E100. That's why he flubbed that shot into the mound of dirt. But obviously the E100 is paying attention to him, so he's got to be careful. He missed a shot there a minute ago, didn't penetrate, and he's just going to keep looking for opportunities. And, the E100's not going to sit there staring at a piece of dirt when there's other guys around him, so eventually he's going to turn and look another way. So now that the E100 backs up, Mike is going to do a good job trying to get around to the back of him, try and continue to get some more shots in. Here's a nice engine shot in that E100. He's getting out reload, and he's going to not get that shot. Here he's going to look like he's going to try and take advantage of getting the waffle tractor. I'm not sure I was going to say I don't think he's going to get there in time. So instead he keeps moving, don't stop, keep moving, and goes around the building. He's going to get into B and just be looking for shots and try and continue shots in the E100. And he's going to use this mobility to again get around behind the E100. He knows Mike's there, so I'm curious if the E100 turns around to look at him. And that'll be a key here. So now the E100 doesn't turn around, but he knows Mike's there, and now he's turning, but Mike puts another shot into him. The E100 just is, he's screwed. He's 1-on-3. He puts a good shot into Mike, but it's, even if Mike was a die here, there's 2 more people on his team that as long as they're not complete idiots, this guy would get killed. But I happen to know that that's not going to happen because Mike is going to finish this guy off here in just a minute. He's still shooting that heat, trying to get that as much pen as possible, and he's knocked the guy down to a 1-shot. Mike is going to use heat, puts in a finishing shot, picks up his 3rd kill, a nice ace, and he puts out 3,622 damage, makes 6,000 credits, even though he was spamming a shit out of heat. Really good game, Mike. Really good game. Hard to argue with. 3 shots, or 3 kills there. Really good game. Great game, Mike. Happy to see it. Really happy you got this tank. Guys, Here's HOHTRE, and we're going to get into his game. He is driving the T95 Heritage. Okay, so while HOHTRE gets set up in this game, let's talk about the T95. So the T95 is basically a prototype variant of the Chieftain. It's a part of the Chieftain project. It initially, this version of it was meant to have like an interchangeable turret using 2 different guns, to where this could be changed out to upgun it and basically change the aspect of the gun. It was meant to replace the Centurion in the 50s. The Centurion was, around for a long time, and they kept upgrading it. But this was one of the attempts to actually replace it by the British, to give themselves a better up-armored, up-gunned tank. They ended up making the Chieftain series. As we know, we have the Tier 10 Chieftain Mark 6. But this project and this variant project of it was basically abandoned because it was too hard to be training crews to be effective using 2 different guns, because like I said, the gun was supposed to be interchangeable, and that was too much to be teaching crews and too much to be expecting of them, and so the project was abandoned in favor of the Chieftain model that they did go with, not this one. Anyways, HOHTRE is here on one of the desert maps. I'm not going to bother guessing which one because I always screw that up. But he is doing a really good job. I'm not going to say he YOLO'd, but he YOLO'd. He went out here by himself. He's got 3-4 tanks around him. And thankfully he's got a few guns behind him trying to put shots out. But really, this is all HOHTRE. He's got 3 tanks he's putting shots into. Yes, he's getting some supportive shots from people on the back. But really, HOHTRE is the one that is out here just pounding it out, dude. He is just putting shots out. He's being really attentive to this T49. He's going to finish him off right there. Picks up his 2nd kill, and now he's got this, I think that's a T44 right there in front of him, but T4485, that's the Tier 7 Premium. Anyways, he is just doing a good job of dominating the medium side. I mean, he's picked up 2 of the 3 kills. I'm going to guess he's going to get this guy as well. And nope, somebody else gets him. But he, despite the fact that in my opinion he YOLO'd into a position that he shouldn't have by himself, he did it successfully. And that's why he aces his tank, and I don't own it and haven't aced it. So good job, HOHTRE, on that. You put yourself in a hell of a position, you fought your way through it, and you've dominated this map so far. He's already over 3,000 damage. He's taken long shots in that Annihilator. The Annihilator pulls behind the building, so HOHTRE's probably going to have to move up and get some better shots. But right now we're looking at 2-on-2. Now it's 1-on-2. And he's got a great side view of this ISU 152. He's got to keep putting shots into him. And that's where these British tanks come in handy at this, like Tier 7 and 8, that really quick reload. You gotta love it, man. If you like good guns, and you don't mind the pew-pew, but you like good pen, the British line up through Tier 8 is exactly that. Great guns, quick shots. HOHTRE puts out 4,137 damage, makes 155,000 credits. He gets 3 kills, puts in over 1,200 experience points. HOHTRE, great job, great game. Happy to see you sending one in. Keep them coming. Hey guys, you know what time it is. As always, thanks for watching, and until next week, good luck and good hunting.